Welcome back to the Heavy Hitters channel. I'm your boy Jay, and on today's episode, I'm gonna give y'all a special tribute episode to Undertaker. I'm gonna talk about his 5 best favorite matches of his career. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and help us get to our first 100 subscribers. So, number 5, I got Edge versus Undertaker from SummerSlam 2008. Now, this was the first pay-per-view of the PG era. Blood had just went away after the bash, and there was people had a problem with it because people thought, now that there's no blood and everything, Undertaker and Edge, they're not gonna have this great match because blood really tells the story in the match. But this match was just great. My favorite spot from this match was when Undertaker chokeslammed Edge through the canvas, and basically it went up in flames. And it was just so physical. Edge has speared Undertaker through the Hell in a Cell cage, and the door, well, not the door, the cage wall fell over. It was just a really great match. Those two dudes have really great chemistry, and that was basically that was their best match of 2008 because they basically feuded that whole year, WrestleMania, SummerSlam. It was basically like a whole year-long feud, and it was great storytelling in that match. So that's my first favorite. Well, that's my 5th favorite Undertaker match of all time. Next up, Batista versus Undertaker. Now, I had a hard time picking a match between Batista and Undertaker. All of their matches went nuts. It was just something like when they got in the ring, they just knew how to vibe off each other and everything. And it was really tough. So I'm going with WrestleMania 23. Now, I could have went with Backlash 2007 where they had the last man standing match and everything. And then even their match on SmackDown with the steel cage. But I picked this match because it was the beginning. It was the streak versus Batista was, one of the most dominant world champions at that time. Before that, he held the held the championship for 9 months before relinquishing it due to injury. But one of my favorite moments from this match was just everything, like Undertaker doing his dive over the top rope. Whatever you want to call it, for him to be 6'10", 6'11", to be able to do that was great. Batista really improved in the ring over his years. Just a great match, and really a star, really star performance from both of those guys in there. And their feud in 2007 was one of the best feuds of all time. And every Batista and Undertaker match was a classic. You couldn't go wrong with either one of their matches. My third one, Kurt Angle versus Undertaker. Kurt Angle, like I've said, being the greatest pure wrestler that ever lived, and Undertaker being the best striker in history. It was just a match made in heaven. Now, they had a match, and it was everything you wanted in the match. It was physical. It had basically Kurt Angle. He went for the ankle lock. Undertaker obviously isn't tapping out. It just their styles together just made this match so great. I don't know if people really talk about this match too much, but it was like one of those 5-star matches. And this is one of those matches that could have been like main event of WrestleMania type. Like, that's how great this match was. And even though Undertaker lost, it was still like a great match. Really just two superior athletes going at it. Now, my next one, my number 2, I got Triple H versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 28. This match, it was just great. It was billed as the end of an era, which it wasn't the end I guess because they was either the last three dudes from a dying era, from the Attitude Era, and basically it was I got to end the streak because you took out you retired my boy Shawn Michaels, so now I'm getting revenge on him. Where do I start? Hell in a Cell, really physical. I remember Triple H whacking Undertaker with the chair like 10 times in a row, and Shawn Michaels is watching like, come on, man, just stop, man. Triple H like, Shawn, end the match or I will. End the match or I'm ending his career right here. And Shawn Michaels like, man, Undertaker, please just stop, like, please. And Undertaker's like, no, we're not ending this match like this. No, I'm gonna be in this. And Shawn Michaels is like, oh my God, like, come on, man, end the match, man. And it was great. Triple H, he beat Triple H, and the match itself was great, but the real iconic moment was with 20-0 on the screen. I don't know, on the Titantron, and Undertaker, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels all hugged up on top of the ramp. And when you look at it, those were the last three dudes from the Attitude Era, and it was just great. Like the story and everything, it was incredible. Like, man, my favorite Undertaker match of all time, number one. I don't know how anybody could say this isn't arguably the greatest match ever. Shawn Michaels and Undertaker from WrestleMania 25. Come on now, like, look, we're not gonna do this. So Shawn Michaels, like I said, greatest performer that ever lived. Undertaker, one of the greatest performers that ever lived. The greatest pure striker in history. Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, and Shawn Michaels like, I'm gonna end the streak. And basically, these dudes, they just went at it. Shawn Michaels hit him with a super kick. You basically think the streak is over and everything. Oh, before I go into the match itself, like deeper into the match, Shawn Michaels' entrance was great when he came down in the all white, like basically a reverse Undertaker. Came out in all white and everything, and came down from the ceiling, and it was just one of those matches where you were like, man, like, just like, wow, like words can't describe how great this match was. Probably, this was 2009, probably the best match, like, of the past, like, 20 years. Like, it was just great. This was Undertaker's greatest match ever, in my opinion. We've seen him in matches with Shawn Michaels before the first Hell in a Cell match. Seen him with Bret Hart. Seen him against Stone Cold. The amount of matches that he's had and timeless classic matches are just great. Like, man, but this match, could I have picked another match? This match was just great. Like, man, if y'all have not seen that match, go watch that match, and you just going, even if you're not a wrestling fan, like, this is the match you show a non-wrestling fan, and you're like, man. But that's my 5 favorite Undertaker matches of all time. It was hard putting this list together because Undertaker is just such a legend, an icon, and has put on plenty of classic matches over the past 30 years. It was really hard to pick. But that's my top 5 Undertaker matches of all time. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. We're on our way to our first 100 subscribers, man. Help your boys out. Daily content every day. Multiple videos every day. Just stay tuned. I'm your boy Jay, and I'm out.